This is my backyard garden. These are daylilies right here. One of the easiest flowers to grow. Each bloom lasts for only a day. I can't think of, I guess I'd be hard pressed to think of conditions where daylilies couldn't grow. This is a huge hosta. It's been here for so many years, and I don't remember where I got it, but I can only guess it was in some assortment or something. It's got to be so huge. It's almost unbelievable. And right here, I have, these are black raspberries, and they're not ripe yet. You can tell that they're not ripe because they don't come off easily with a gentle tug. If they're red raspberries, they would come off easy when they're ripe. But black raspberries are just black when they're ripe. This down here is alpine strawberries. Birds love these. They just grow wild. With real strawberries, the blooms are white. With alpine strawberries, the blooms are yellow. These are, I think this is Missouri primrose. I planted a bunch of wildflower seeds here last year. And when they get bigger this year, I'm going to move a lot of them out front. I'm trying to guess what this is, but I think it's a calendula. The package of seeds I planted were mixed wildflowers. I should quit doing that because then you don't know for sure what they are. These are daylilies that just kind of work their way in here. This is columbine from those seeds I planted last year. And this is where I dug something up already and put it out front. And these are hardy lilies right in here. There's all different kinds of hardy lilies, and I've got clematis on the trellis here, on the arch. I wish I knew what kind of bird that was. These are tree lilies, and when they bloom, they smell so good. How tall that is. I also got Lay's climbing rose on this arch here. And look at all of these morning glories that just keep reseeding themselves every year. And they grow all over the arch. Sometimes I put, it rained last night, but sometimes I put sunflower seeds in here for the birds, but looks like the squirrels mostly get them. Well, here's a ripe strawberry right there. Oh, here's more. Yeah, the strawberries are getting ripe. I'm probably going to come out here tomorrow and pull weeds. I don't know what this is, if it's something I planted. Because I planted a whole bunch of stuff in this row here. I planted a whole row of things right here. You can kind of see the row right here. And the tag is gone, so I don't know what flowers. I planted mostly flowers and a few vegetables. This is I got strawberries. They're all over the place in here. There's a tomato right there. Now, in this area here, you can see how it's a little bit raised. Like you can especially see how that's a little bit raised right there, where all them wildflowers are. And I had 3 raised beds in here, and I had the metal ones. But I would say never get a metal raised bed. They were so dry, I could not keep them moist. Things didn't grow very well in there, and I had a terrible garden last year. So I actually just took the raised beds out after 1 year. These are morning glories. I let them grow over here. They'll take over everything. This is creeping genia. I only let it grow in the flower bed. I like to have the ground covered. And these are chives. I planted some cantaloupes here. And there's asparagus here, right here. There's more asparagus coming up. Look at that. And there's some down there that I just planted last year, the year before. I don't know. You can tell it's not very old. Pull up these weeds. It's hard pulling up weeds with strawberries in your hand. Here's some more. This is, I forgot what herb this is. That's okay. These are pole beans. They're soon to be climbing up the string here. There's more strawberries. They're spreading out all over the place. I get more strawberry plants. I should get a lot of. Here, right here. This cantaloupe. This is Bernarda. Pollinators love that. I say these lilies because I like her violets. I mean, planted some carrots in there, but they're not up yet. And I think in planting my garden, I'm going to plant in hills, like right here. These are cucumbers. There's a tomato. Look, there's already some coming on, but I didn't do that from seeds. I bought a plant. And there's a pepper plant I bought right there. This is a plant too, and I never can remember the name of it. But they're good. They put them on garnish on your plates. They're really a super vegetable, and they do well in cold weather. I can't think of the name of that right now. Here's rows of vegetables and flowers I planted. I've had some animals that are digging in the garden. So, these are onions right here. I wish I could, if I could, I would tell the animals to stop digging in my seed bed. But here's some of these alpine strawberries right here. These are bunching onions right here. This is verbena. So more stuff. Cosmos. These are cosmos. I don't know what these are. Oh. See, you can see it's got got yellow flowers, like the alpine strawberries. So in my new garden here, one of the rules is nothing sticking up out of the ground, like garden stakes and all kinds of stuff. And I planted these are flower seeds I planted last year when there was a raised bed here. It's about the only thing that did any good. I don't know why. These are poppies right here. They've kind of been beaten down by the rain last night. This was a mixed flower beds. I don't know what these flowers are. I might dig up some of these this year and move them out to the front flower bed. These are California poppies. This is nice. This is Centuriae. Oh, look at this red flowers here. They're blooming all over the place. Because I planted mixed flower seeds. So a lot of stuff you don't know what it is. This is the potting bench in my backyard garden. I just have an old wooden toy box down here, and I just dump. If I have any flower pots in there, I just dump them in there. And when I pot things here, the dirt just falls through. And here's my potting soil right here. And I save these broken flower pots because you can put pot shards in the bottom of your flower pots to keep the potting soil from draining out. You got all kinds of hardy lilies growing here. When they bloom, they smell so good. And clematis and roses. I got 3 different colors of clematis growing on the arch here. There's the birdhouse right in there. I don't know why they've not used it. Of course, you never see birds using birdhouses. You just see them getting full of little twigs and things. So that's my backyard garden, and I hope you liked it, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks a lot, and goodbye. Yeah, give her a thumbs up, and then...
And like and subscribe.